Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer too in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Lamar off the play fake. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Lamar now from the gun. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Short side option here. He's running left. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
First down, here's Lamar. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. From the gun, a run for Henry. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 25 on 2nd down. He tucks it and takes off. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for another Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Toss now to Henry. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. You can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
That's some tremendous study right there. That linebacker, it was almost as if he was in the other team's huddle and knew what was coming. He read his keys, he pulled the trigger, and he makes a tackle for loss.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Changing it up here, Jackson. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. From the gun, Jackson. Complete to Henry on the check down. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 27-yard attempt.
Oops, knocks it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I'm going to guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
Only a couple of yards on the run, and that brings us to the end of quarter number 1. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Goff on 3rd. Taken in by Williams outright. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First down, Detroit.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. We go play action with Goff. Able to find Wright. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Roquan Smith, again an All-Pro last season, there for the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
This is Gibbs on second down. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. It's a pickup of 9 yards, and that gives the Lions the first.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on first. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Short pass brought in. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, 3rd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the 2nd time. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. The drive begins with Henry. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens, with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Pistol snap to Jackson. To the left and hauled in by Likely. Yeah, that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. Detroit getting its offense set for their 2nd drive. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. They've got first down from the 31. From the gun, Goff. He lost it, deep left. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get some late points and the lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
Lions 7, Ravens 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hill now to return it. Takes out a one-stop. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 28. And back to Flowers they go. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now Jackson. Stiff arm success. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Jackson's going to throw again. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Lamar throwing again. We've got a screen to the running back. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Tyler Loop out for the Ravens to attempt this field goal. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Loop knocks it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters. As we throw to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our 2 teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our 3rd quarter. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Greg Reynolds to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Goff to the air now. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was merely room to add even more.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Again, Goff. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens will take over at what looks to be the 31. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, Baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL. And especially in the second half, you have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
They've got first down from the 31. Now Jackson off the play action. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Jackson keeping it himself. And keeping his own read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
New set of downs for him from the 46. One of the tight ends motioning left. Lamar's going to keep this one. Big gain, has them across the 40. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Completed over the middle. We'll have a little, not a lot. Ball to about the 25. Kerby Joseph up for the stop.
4 yards.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
2nd and 6 now. Sheds him, but he can't evade that one, and they get him to the ground. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break, and they finally get him to the ground.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Lamar now from the gun. Caught by Flowers. And this one doesn't go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Luke knocks it through, and they've taken back the lead.
Okay, we know that every one of these NFL games, well, they can take a life of their own every single weekend. Some are high-flying with lots of points. Others, like this one, they're a grinder. And when you're in a low-scoring game, every one of these kicks is important.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Reynolds with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions offense returning to the field. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Give that tackle to Broderick Washington.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. The Ravens going to the dime package on this 3rd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 21-yard gain, and that gives the Lions the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Motioning Williams left. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Has the connection to right. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Breaks the tackle. Green grabs ahead. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
1st down, Lions.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Running it with David Montgomery. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions jump in front now by 5.
14. Ravens 9.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hill now to return it. Things going well so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there, and I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Flowers will go in motion left. 1st down, here's Lamar. This is man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the pistol, Henry. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens facing a 5-point deficit. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Blitz coming here, Jackson. It's another one into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Oh, and they're going to have the fullback drive power for it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
No gain on the play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Desperation time here on 4th. He's running for it. And the stop was made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So that brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here now, 2nd and 10 from the 17. Back to throw. Likely's got it right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To throw. That one finds his man, Likely. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
1st down and goal to go.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Henry does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple yards.
He was taken down.
Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
3-yard line.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Here he is to throw. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Setting up to pass. And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter.
Lions 14.
Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner. Netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And that is exactly what they needed. A quick 1st down, and he freezes that clock.
It's a gain of 17.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
All their timeouts left, but not much time itself. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, gone. Taken in by Williams outright. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
It's a gain of 5.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Goff. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. It's Gibbs on the carry. Jukes one defender. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They call the timeout with 4 seconds remaining, and we're going to get ready to potentially see overtime.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Hill now to return it. Duke the defender. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motioning right. Flying down the middle with Henry. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the gut. Now, not much to be had on that first down, Brock. First couple of plays of overtime. How do you approach things?
SOS. And I'm not talking desperation. I'm talking about stay on schedule.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got 2nd down. Lamar off the play fake. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 25. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
If you want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. 1st and goal, they're going option. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
Need better results here on 2nd and goal from the 10. Short side option here. He's running left. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
That's called team defense and tremendous containment. Nobody defensively overcommitted to the read option, and they had more than enough arsenal to take advantage and stretch it out and hit that play behind the line of scrimmage.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
29-yard attempt.
It's good. The kick sails through. And the pressure now applied to that opposing sideline.
The important part, they've got the lead here in overtime after the short field goal. But with how close they got, the touchdown was in play. And you've got to hope that you can get the stop here and not live to regret that series stalling out.
Without a doubt, Brock, the most important possession of the game about to begin as the kick is away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Lions get ready to return to the field. Their defense held at least a little, Brock, but the pressure is still on. They need a field goal to keep this game going or a touchdown to end it.
And I can promise you right now, lie detector test in that huddle, every single one of those guys have asked says, I want a touchdown. I'm not even thinking of a field goal. That should be your mindset to go finish this game right now.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Tight end motioning right. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Need to at least get in range for a tying field goal. A touchdown obviously wins it. Here's 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So they're left facing third and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Looking to throw it. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's Laporta again. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did. You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They motion the tight end over. Off play action, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. They stop him after a gain of about 3. Leaves him looking at 4th down. So we get a timeout here. Just 8 seconds left in this overtime.
It's now 4th down.
An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. So we get a timeout here. Just 8 seconds left in this overtime. On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! And we're going to keep on keeping on here in overtime.
They sure put him out there in a tough spot to save this game, Kate. And he handled the moment as well as they could have possibly asked for. What a strike to tie this game. In the moment of truth, he delivers.
A field goal apiece so far. Another would win it as this kick is away. Ali to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Here's Lamar. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he has the pick, but no, he can't hold on. Would have given him a chance to win it in OT. But nope, just second down now. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is second down. Jackson keeping it himself. He's across the 35. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
First down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be second and 1.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
They'll motion a tight end left. Lamar now from the gun. That's incomplete on second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And they take him down right along the 30. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 now from the 30. Lamar's going to keep this one. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
All right, Brock, both teams have had their opening salvos. Next score wins it in OT as they come up on second down. QB keeping it here, the second down option. Across the 20, continuing to work. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Well, there's going to be a missed assignment on somebody's grade sheet tomorrow. That read option game with the quarterback, there is always a defender that's responsible for the QB. That time, QB takes advantage.
The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, that's a familiar path he's taken here. Now the 5th time he's run out and gotten the job done. I know. You'd rather have him be PATs, but it's been nice having that reliable leg to turn to all game long.
So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.